Okay everybody, this is the complete transformation process for leader class snarl from the Studio Series 86 toy line. Just a reminder, this is only the transformation process and the review is separately uploaded. This guy is also really big, intricate and indeed quite tricky to transform. So I'm going to use this as a tutorial, so I hope it helps you out. Right, I'm going to start off with the back, and what we're going to do is we're going to separate the dinosaur spikes. These are tabbed in two places, them two tabs there, and then there's another two tabs right underneath there. So if you just cascade that right out and leave it out the way. To be honest, if you want to, in a second we're going to close this up, but before we do that, let's take the head, push this down, and you've got them four circles there facing up, and he is just literally looking up at you. Then what I mentioned about the tail, you don't need to do this right now, but it doesn't hinder you if you do or don't. I just do it, to be honest, to get them out of the way. Right, turn your attention to the arms. If we have a look here, what we're going to do, we're going to take the dinosaur foot and we're going to fold this right up. Now this, when we bring this out, you're going to take the foot, rotate it 180 degrees and keep lifting this up until you've got enough clearance to take the robot hand, push this down and clip it into there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to extend out the double bicep joint, and the reason for this is there is a big cutout there and there is a tab there in the forearm. So what I mean by this is you'll see that it'll fold out, but then what you need to do is give it an additional tweak like that, so it'll fold out, this will come and line up and that will rest there like so. Then, to be honest, what you can do is you can turn this all the way back so it's pretty much in line with the tail, and we'll leave that there for now. We'll repeat the same process on the other side. So what we did was we take the dinosaur foot like so, we bend this up like that, grab the toes, turn it around and keep pushing this up. So you've got clearance to tuck the fist in like so. Turn your attention again to getting these tabs in there. So fold that over, tab that in, and then I am going to turn the foot completely out of the way for now. Right, turn your attention to the bottom. Before we do anything, this is where it gets really clever, to be honest. We're going to start off, hold it nice and tightly, top half and bottom half, and that will extend at the waist. Then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this around 180 degrees as well. This is so clever for such a great big figure. I really like it. It's you know, hats off to the design team. Right, we're going to then take the chest, lift this up, keep that elevated for now. It doesn't matter if you knock it down, but keep it elevated. It'll just, what you do, you need it for what we're about to do next. Right, if we turn it back this way around, this is where I suppose it can get really difficult, and I hope you can see this, that there is this tiny square there. See that tiny square there in the leg? What you need to do is you need to be able to apply enough pressure to push that back, so you can see how that's protruding now. See that? If you don't do that, you won't be able to complete the transformation process, and you do need a little bit of brute force. See how that's sticking out? I'll show you the same on this side. See how the leg is flush there? If I take this and I really apply some pressure like so, and you hear the click, you can see now you've got this tab sticking out. So that means we're onto a winner. That's perfect. Let's turn it back around here. Let's open up the back part, which has of course got the dinosaur legs. Fold this down out of the way for now, and then tab that tab into the back of there. So just push that in and leave it out of the way. We'll do the same on the other side, just because it's easier, to be honest, to do everything at the same time. Fold that up, bring this up all the way around the other side, tab it in there. Right, now we've got to get out the dinosaur head. So now we're going to go back to this side, disconnect these spikes there like so. You might as well do both at the same time. And then what you're going to do, you're going to bend the knee all the way down. This piece here is the dinosaur head, so grab this, bring it all the way around so far that you can then tab this tiny little silver bit into there. So make sure you push that in till it clicks into place. Same process on this side, bend the knee all the way down. See what I mean about intricate? Take this, fold this all the way around, right the way around. This little tab will fit into there. So once you've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to bring these together so you can start to line these up. Don't worry if they all pop out and come apart, because they do tend to do that. Take these, which of course I think they were the toes in robot mode, to be honest. Now this is why you need this lifted up. Yes, because I kid you not, we are now going to attempt to tuck these toes right down and into there. So you can see that there's these these holes there. What we need to do to line everything up, if you remember, we extended it at the waist, push it back like so, collapse it back in, then close this over there. Bring these down and over the top like so. That will click down. You can then join them tabs up underneath as well. We obviously now need to correct the small dinosaur feet. Bring these forward, tilt that down. Now what I find looks best for this is if you take the hind leg, bring it forward enough so that you've got, I suppose it's a bit like a 45-degree angle visible just about, where are we? There. But it's entirely up to you, to be honest, where you want to position these feet. So you probably couldn't even see that, so I'll do it on the other side. So rotate this around, fold this out. All I was doing was just correcting, bringing this forward. There's the 45-degree slant I was on about. Then correct that leg. We've already tabbed that together. Bring this up and over, and you can see where this is going to tab into position like so. There you go. There's the alternate mode. Right, so let's take him back to robot mode. So again, it is just undoing obviously everything we've done. So we'll take this part up first, lift this out of there and away from there. I'm now going to lift up the chest and then very carefully hold onto the chest, hold onto the whole bottom, and we can extend that all the way out, just so you've got enough clearance to shift these. To be fair, I'm going to lift them right out of the way already. Right, I'll do the big arms in a second. Let's turn our attention to the bottom. So separate or open these parts here back out. Then I'd suggest separating the rest of it, the head, the lot, lift all that up. And then what we'll do is we will start to fold this around. Only go to 90 degrees, because if you remember, this is where we joined all this up. So separate that tab there, fold the head in like so. Now you can straighten the leg out, and now you can tab this back into this here. It does click in, it's just because I'm trying to reach around the camera, making it look harder than it is. There you go, that's clipped in. So what we did is we came to 90 degrees, we open up this tab here like so, we push that all the way in, extend it back up to its standing position, and again just re-tab that into there. Right, now what we can do then, we can rotate the waist before we forget to, make sure that's on the right side. Then what you're going to do, if you take the dinosaur leg, fold it like so, bring it in, and as you bring it in, you can then rotate it down to fit snugly in there, and then the back of the foot will fit there like that as well. So what we're looking at doing is folding it in. As you disconnect from there, turn it to face down, so you've got this space there. It's going to fit into the back like that. Fold this around, clip that down, and we've already tipped the toes up. So there you go. Take the torso, collapse like so. Let's open up the tail, lift this up, bring the big main arms down, or hind legs as they were. Let's push the head up before we forget. Push the head up through there, straighten it out, collapse this over itself, double tab at the top, tab into the bottom, and let's just correct the arms. So what we're looking to do is take these tabs out of here, rotate this down, now you know where the correct orientation is, click that back into place, take the foot, turn this around, there's a cutout there, pop that on there, and just start to rotate this back for now to give you enough clearance to bring out the robot hand like so, and then of course you can tuck this all the way back in and fold that there. So that's what it looks like. I'll show you that from the side. So what we need to do is we need to separate this from here like so. We now of course know that's going to be the top, so turn this all the way down, click the elbow joint part back in like so. What we then need to do obviously is bring out the robot fist like so. Take the foot, there's the tab, rotate it round, there's the hole, pop that in there, and then tuck that into the forearm, bring that down, correct his orientation or his pose, his stance, however you want him to stand. And I hope you found this useful, because as this, final thing obviously, reposition the legs, that bit there. This was that really tough bit on the other way, see that bit sticking out, push this together and it will go flush like so. Nearly forgot it. There you go. Now he's standing much better. Hope this helps you out, guys. Take care.